time now on Chat and Spin Radio in the UK is 8:49 p.m. and we've got our next guest on the line. Who's calling and where are you calling from?
My name is Federica Bressan and I'm speaking to you from the region Lazio in Italy.
Right now, Federica, well, welcome to Chat and Spin Radio. Now, you want to talk about what you're doing. You're a podcast host for audio and video, and you're a science communicator as well. So just tell us about that, how it all started, and how it all works.
Well, I have a background in science, having obtained a PhD in computer science in 2013, and then having worked as an academic researcher for several years. And I was always keen to communicate what we were doing, being so passionate about it. And in 2018, I started a podcast called Technoculture, and that was just an amazing adventure that took me many places I could not foresee in the beginning. The podcast still goes on, but on the side of that, I started doing video interviews, always on the topic of science, technology, research, and society and people, how technology impacts people. I host those videos on my YouTube channel, and so I'm now in the final stage of transitioning from academia to a career in communication full-time.
Right, well, if people want to contact you about that, how do people get in touch?
Well, first of all, the best way to find me is through Google, I would say. Just Google me.
You need to spell out your name.
Exactly, yeah, that's the issue. Maybe the easiest thing is the podcast website first. That is technoculture-podcast.com. My name is Federica Bressan, so it's Federica Bressan, and you'll find my podcast, you'll find my research page, my new website about communication, and hopefully the YouTube channel through Google.
Federica, what would you say to anyone who's listening right now and is thinking about coming to join? What happens when that person contacts you?
Well, it depends who they are. I'd be very glad to hear from people. I'm always open to ideas for new interviews, what topics people are interested in. I have covered COVID-19 also, for example. So, very open to communicating with people. Be very glad to hear from them.
Okay then, Federica, now is there anything else you want to tell the listeners?
Well, thank you so much for having me on the show today. I hope that someone in the UK finds out about my podcast. And
well, not just the UK. I mean, we are broadcasting worldwide. So
I know.
And I think you mentioned you'd been to Australia as well. Is that right?
I have never been to Australia, but I have been to the United States and Canada.
Right. Well, we've got a lot of listeners in the United States as well. But Federica, thanks very much for coming on, and the very best of luck with what you're doing. And that was Federica Bressan on the line from Rome in Italy.